Welcome back to our channel. Today, I will be sharing with you some tips and tricks on how to make desktop calendars. Here are the materials needed to make this kind of calendar. So it's a desktop calendar. It's folded this way. You can buy a fold coat na, but for this one, I manually did this. But for it to look like this, you're gonna need paper. So I'm using glossy, double-sided glossy paper, 200 GSM or 180 GSM. And you will also need wires. The size of this wire is 9.5 millimeter. You also need a cutter because the size of the wires are usually A4. So I need to cut it to make it the same size as this. So originally it was like this. You also need a binder. So I'm using this kind of binder. It can cut or punch rather up to 20 sheets of 80 GSM paper, or so it has the spec. So some of the binders does not look like this but also do its job. But for this one, there's an adjustment, so I can only cut a few holes, square holes here. So some binders can cut all the way through, but for this one, there's an adjustment. So that's what I love about this binder. You will also need, of course, a printer to print this one. So I guess that's all you need for the materials. So how to properly cut this one? So you notice this part here is where the wires are combined, right? So in order for us to achieve that one, first, let's get our wire. Let's clean up first. So I have here my wire. Again, this is 9.5 millimeters. So I already pre-cut my set of calendars. I have 3 left to do. So I have here one set and another set. So they're already arranged according to monthly. So I'm gonna get this set here and set aside the rest. So for this one, I just need to align all of the holes that I did. So the wire binder goes here. I'll just hook that up here. And paper, the pre-cut paper. So I already used this binder to make these square holes. So I'm gonna face it upwards. Make sure that the wire goes through the hole, not miss a page. Okay. So from here, you can already see we have excess wires, and we're gonna cut that later. So I'm gonna get my fold coat, so whichever side is okay. And the fold coat will look like this, but I need to cut the wire first. So let me just cut it here. I'm gonna get my cutter. So as you can see, I'm gonna cut this part here, okay? So this is the last wire that went through the hole. So I'm gonna cut this part here. So let me get the excess. So it leaves me the exact wire, or the exact size of the wire that I need. And I will just put the fold cut on top of it. And as you can see, the wire looks like that, right? It's really not full circle. So the part of this binder is actually magnetic and the wires are metal. So just align them straight to the magnet and make sure that the settings for the binder, or the wire binder, is set to the same size as the wire you're using. So I'm using a 9.5 mm wire. That's why this is here. So you can move that one. Depends on the wire that you're using, how much paper or how much you need to bind. So I'm gonna set it to 9.5 and make sure this one is aligned. So everything's ready. Let's punch it. No, it's gonna combine it. here's the result. It's closed already. Earlier it was still open. So that's it. And let's just flip the front page of the calendar that you're using. Yep. So why did I flip it? Because I want this part here to be at the last page of the calendar. That's why I did the whole thing with, you know, flip front and all that. So that's my purpose. So I already made 4 calendars here. I have 5 in my order list. I'm just gonna finish everything. So thank you for watching. That's the quick tutorial. Bye.